Good morning, Firsties. Happy Tuesday, April 14th. I hope that you enjoyed your Easter break with your family and had some good celebrations and took some time to really thank Jesus for everything he's done for us. We only have 6 weeks left until you guys are second graders. So I really want you to crush it, keep working hard for moms. Hopefully we'll get back together before too long. But until then, I really want you to do your best ad majorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God. Okay, let's jump in with our tasks today. First is handwriting. Here it is, name at the top. These are your sentences to copy in your absolute neatest handwriting. It says, we are in the octave of Easter. These 8 days should be full of celebration and thanksgiving. So we have some nice long words. You see celebration has a soft C sound, okay? And then the long word thanksgiving. And an octave is 8 days, so we are on day 2. Easter's the start, and it ends next Sunday with Divine Mercy Sunday. And these are 8 really holy days, not for fasting, for feasting and celebrating that Jesus died and rose from the dead so that we all have the chance to go to heaven. Okay, that's job 1. Job 2 is your spelling words for the week. 3 times, please, written down on paper, each one. This week we are going way back in time and looking at a sound that you should all have burned in your brains. That when you hear qua, it's not just Q, it's Q and U. So all of these words have QU in them today. So you have qua, quit. This one's qua, quiet. Qua, quilt. Qua, quiz. It's taking a little test, okay? Qua, quick. And quack. Those are exactly the same except for the short vowel. And then these two have a letter before the qua. So equal, 2 things that are the same, or squeak, like a mouse will squeak, okay? So each of those qua words written 3 times, please. That's your second job. Your third job, we are coming back to adjectives. So hopefully you remember from last week, we used adjectives to describe or tell about nouns. So you guys got to do dogs or things that you saw around the room and give me at least 1 adjective for all of those, okay? Today, the noun that you are drawing is yourself. So I drew this little picture of me. You can color yours in, and you need to write I am, ... and then you have to come up with 5 things to say about yourself. So you could say, for example, I am kind, and write kind, or I am Catholic. Okay, you need 5 or more adjectives around yourself. So you could say, I am smart, I am funny, I am big, I am little, I'm sleepy, I'm sick, okay? I'm healthy, I'm grateful, I'm courageous. You have all these options, 5 or more adjectives to describe yourself. I bet some of your moms will want to send me what you end up saying about yourself today. Okay. That is your third job. Your fourth job is your black book. And we've been talking about this great Greek civilization. And the reason we study them is that they did so much that's still part of our lives today. They shaped what we call Western civilization or culture, okay? So we need to talk today about some more of the things that they did. Last week we said when they finally quit fighting with Persia, they had time to slow down and really focus on building and beauty. But no matter what, they were always thinking, they were always trying to grow and gain more knowledge. And so today I want to tell you a few more of the things they did. So they were the first, we think, to build an arched bridge. So I'm sure that you've gone over an arched bridge. It's not a flat bridge. It's shaped like a rainbow, okay? They built arched bridges. They also built, we think, the first showers. So they had whole piping systems that would bring water to them, and they were able to put a spigot or a spout at the end to make the first shower, okay? They also did what's called an astrolabe, which is really cool. It's a tool they created that would measure how far away things were in the sky, like the moon and the stars, okay? They also had a guy named Archimedes, and we'll study him soon, and he built what's called the Archimedes screw. So if I had water in this glass, there was water down there, and I wanted to get it out quickly, he had this screw that would go down into the water, and then they would just sit there and turn it, and it would bring the water out, okay? They also had the first idea that the sun was the center of the solar system. They also said the earth was a sphere, not something flat, okay? And they had, remember we talked about sculptures, and we talked about their democracy, and they also did a lot of things with math and the relationship of things and music. So they had tons of things they worked on. Okay, we are going to do a little bit longer sentence, and then you can do a simpler picture today. So your sentence will say, because, let me make sure I have this right, because they sought knowledge, the Greeks discovered many things. So, because they sought, that means they went after, they looked for knowledge. The Greeks, there's that capital G again. The Greeks discovered many things. Oops, messed up my M. Many things. All right, so there's your nice long sentence. Because they sought knowledge, the Greeks discovered many things. Okay, and then I'm just gonna draw their shower that they discovered because I'm grateful for that. Here's my shower coming in from the top. Okay, then I'm going to draw the bridge that they discovered or built. So I'm gonna draw my landline. I'm gonna have a river coming through it with ripples of the current. There's my land. There's my river. And then I'm gonna draw two rainbows like this. So here's how that bridge would work. You'd be walking along, you'd go up and over the bridge, and then keep walking on the other side. And then they also had a guy we'll talk about this week who did a ton with shapes. So I'm just gonna draw some of those shapes that we've been learning about. Okay, so there are shapes. Then you can color those things. You can always do more. You can go back and listen to some of the other things I said, but make sure you're drawing things that the Greeks discovered. That's your fourth job. Fifth job is reading, and then your sixth job is a math page, and then I'm gonna give you a task in your house today. So you're really gonna have to think hard. Here's your math page. Looks like this. It's actually a test today, so very best, please. Name and date at the top. Here is your story problem. It says 2 children from room 1 went to the library. 6 children from room 3 went to the library. Draw a picture and write a number sentence to show the children in the library. So one more time, it was 2 children from the first room and 6 children from the second room. So 2 plus 6, picture, number sentence, how many altogether? Okay? Draw a 3-sided polygon in this box. That just means a 3-sided shape. That should be very simple. You could draw more than one if you wish, but I want one really well drawn shape with 3 sides. I'm not going to tell you the name because you should know it. Okay? Find the answers. Look, these are mental math. Remember, if you're doing minus 10 or plus 10, should be super easy in your head. Okay? Then here we have 3 add-ins, so we need to think about grouping them. So I could say 2 plus 6 plus 8, and I'm looking at that. 6 plus 2 is 8, and then I should be able to do 8 plus 8. Okay? This one over here, if I know my 10 partners, which I hope you do, 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 2, and then write your answer, okay? Measure this line using centimeters. If you don't have a ruler at your house, you may just skip that one, okay? I'm sure your parents could also find one to print online, but don't worry about it. If you don't have one, skip number 4. And then number 5 is about a graph. So look at that graph, just like our weather graph at school, and it says this: the children in Mrs. Gifford's class made this graph about their favorite juice. Write one thing you know about the children in Mrs. Gifford's class. So you can say, most of the children like this kind of juice. Fewest of the children like this kind of juice. Or there are this many children in her class. Okay, so you have lots of options, things you can write about that graph. The back has your subtraction. I hope that you're getting better and better at this, not using those fingers as much anymore. Okay, and then after that, here is your task. We are going to revisit our 3D shapes or geometric solids, and I want you to try to find one of each of these in your house. Okay, a few of them might be tricky and maybe you can't find them. Challenge yourself to really be thoughtful and go around your house and see if you can find all 6 shapes, okay? So this is a sphere. It should be simple to find a sphere somewhere in your house. Okay. A rectangular prism. It might not have a square top or bottom, but I'm sure that you can find a 3D shape that has rectangles on the sides. Okay? This one should also be simple, a cube. Look around your house for a cube. Remember, that means all 6 sides are perfectly squares. This one should also be pretty simple. This is a cylinder. Look around your house and find at least one cylinder. This one might be simple. It will depend what you have around your house. This is a cone. Okay, look for a cone. And then this one I think will be the hardest to find in your house, but I bet if some of you look hard enough, you can find one. Try to find a pyramid. Okay, so when you're done your math test, try to go around your house and find all 6 of these somewhere in your house. Okay, quick recap. Let's look over our jobs. Handwriting, about the octave of Easter. Spelling words 3 times each. Adjectives for yourself, 5 or more. Okay, then your black book about the Greeks, then reading, then your math page, and finding your geometric solids. Those are your tasks for today. I hope you do them very well and still have time to get outside and play as we start to warm up in this springtime. And that is it for today. I love you. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.